Today, we come together not to mourn, but to celebrate the life of Brian. Savage, not the movie. But like Graham Chapman, Brian, son, brother, father, friend, but most importantly, glad-handing sociopathic drunk, was taken from us all long before his time. Music was a big part of Brian's life. And anybody that had the privilege of hearing it knew he had a voice like an angel strangling a cat. Many of the members of Bad Rider here, who got their pallbearing duties out of the way years ago while they were carrying him on tour. Speaking of charity, Brian gave an immeasurable sum to Philip Morris. And they will be using those funds and his likeness for an ad campaign to demonstrate to children that you can smoke without looking cool. Later, cooking was also a big focus for Brian. In fact, he had a preternatural skill for it. Even though he had only visited a couple of times in his life, he could flawlessly reproduce the kind of tacos you could only find in any school. I look around and I realize that Brian touched us all. And depending on who you are and how he touched you, you should probably get checked for HPV. But we also know that he only had one true love: Batman. Why? Maybe it's because Batman exemplified everything that he wanted to have in his own life. A house, a car, money, any physical capability at all, a thoughtful, ethical stance on firearms and murder, eyebrows. Brian did all he could to be like Batman, which might explain the delinquent speeding tickets and hospital bills. Like many people here, well, a few, I knew Brian for most of my life. So the news came as quite a blow when I found out last month. It was somewhat mitigated by the fact that we had a practice run a few years ago. The second time someone dies, you're mentally prepared. But I was moved in the days that followed by the people who came to express their sympathies for the loss of my close friends. But that made me realize that he was more than that. Brian was family. He was a brother to me, which is why he was sometimes irritating and difficult to avoid. But while he could be callous, insensitive, dismissive, and abrasive, he was always there for the people important to him. Unfortunately, they couldn't be here, so I'm going to give the mic up to somebody else.